And welcome to the Freedom Club podcast. I am your host, Kurt Mercadante. Happy Friday, everyone. Listen, do you sometimes ignore those warning signs in life or in your business that might be signaling a coming catastrophe? More on that in today's episode of the Freedom Club podcast.
Welcome to the Freedom Club podcast, where we discover the fight for freedom, fulfillment, passion, and purpose. Your host is Kurt Mercadante, Gallup certified strengths coach, an agency founder who is dedicated to coaching individuals seeking to level up their life and their businesses. The Freedom Club is about unlocking your talents, turning them into strengths, and crushing your objectives. You can learn more at kurtmercadante.com. Welcome to the Freedom Club.
So I finished an incredible book this week, Isaac Storm, by best-selling author Erik Larson. And I got to admit, it was a little disconcerting reading about the destruction of Galveston back in the year 1900 at the hands of a massive hurricane. After all, as you can see behind me, I live on a tidal marsh. I've watched hurricanes come in and push the tide up 13 feet right here in my backyard over the course of a single hour. But more than just a story about a massive hurricane, it was a story about people, some bureaucrats, some so-called scientists, who ignored warning signs, sometimes for years and sometimes in the days leading up to the storm. And they ignored it because they had dogma that was created in their head that a storm like this could never hit Galveston. And that dogma was created not by science, but in some cases hubris, competition with other countries, but it wasn't science. And they ignored those warning signs until it was too late and Galveston was destroyed and over 3,000 people lost their lives. I tell you this story because many of us have those warning signs for years. Maybe you're someone who day after day, week after week, month after month, you come home every night after work and you think, gosh, what am I doing? I'm destined for more. There's something else out there. You live for Fridays. You dread Mondays. Maybe you're an entrepreneur, your revenue is great, but you've built a business out of alignment with the rest of your life, and so you have a sense of overwhelm, a sense of frustration. And so my goal is to shake you out of that comfort zone of misery, to embrace the warning signs so you can catapult yourself into a lifestyle, a workplace, a career, or job that leaves you fulfilled. So if what I've described sounds like you, if you have those warning signs and you're too afraid to admit it, please send me a message today. Let's get started. Let's break you out of that comfort zone of misery. Let's start looking at the reasons, at the fundamental reasons you are having those warning signs. And let's get you into a life of purpose, of freedom, and fulfillment.